Hello and welcome to Manchester Banter. We went to the Acoustic Music and Ale Festival in Marbury Park, Northwich to talk to Mora from Mora and the Fabulous Wonderfuls.
Well, the band formed, I'd say really in the way it is now, the band formed probably about two to 3 years ago. I've been performing with the guitar player George in a different lineup. And then we sort of just switched things around, brought in some different songs, and sort of reworked some older ones as well, and took it in a direction that sort of I wanted to take it in. So I kind of inherited a band like 3 years ago, and we shifted some stuff around. We've got some people were sort of retiring, so we brought some new people in. And people were just approaching us, asking us to do a lot of gigs. The thing that really brings us together, I'd say, is like diversity, inclusion, and community. Those, I'd say, are like three tenets that are really strong with all of us, and that's what we really want to come through in the music and the songs. We just want to bring people together to have a good time and to remember their power and how special we all are when we work together. Like I got really into Anastasia's Freak of Nature album when I was like 9 or 10. I can't remember where I picked it up. And I also, a key memory for me is like hearing Land of Thousand Dances by Wilson Pickett in Ferngully, the movie, which is one of my probably my favourite film as I was growing up. And then the only other time I heard it was like in a supermarket on holiday somewhere, and I just stood under this AC unit, and there was no internet then. I was born in the 90s, I couldn't like Shazam it. I was just stood there like just trying to soak it up because I didn't know what the song was called, or but I've found it now. So like stuff like that, I loved that song. Like got really into Anastasia, that Wilson Pickett song. Got super into Green Day when I was like 12, 13, in like year 8 of school. You're not the smallest fish in the pond anymore. And American Idiot came out, and it was like blistering. And looking back, it's incredible how successful that was, because it's a rock opera album, like a punk rock opera album that's like pretty political. And it tells this amazing story, and I just got so into that. It really led me into like the mobster scene at the time, which moved into emo scene as I kind of just got older and stopped buying so much eyeliner. But I did get My Chemical Romance and all that stuff, like all that teenage angst.
Yes.
And it feels like some people grew out of that. And I did not. There's still so much to be angsty about. Like, I don't know, the world didn't get any better after that in my eyes. It did in some ways, but in sort of large ways. I mean, 9/11 happened when I was like 9. I remember it on the radio. I was coming home from a netball match, and they were like, "We're going to war," and I was like, "Oh, but we're not meant to do that." It told me like my whole life, we all buy poppies. After that, I think that was the first big thing. I was like, "Oh, like you don't play. No one's playing by the rules that you teach us," and that's like pretty heartbreaking. So that's where my angst just comes from. That, and that's what I mean. From then, I think the world has just got scarier and more divided, and that's not what I thought was going to happen in the 90s when I was really young then. But it felt that positive and bright, and that was a real change.
So you want to be a unifier, you say? In your own small way, you want to try and unify again?
Yeah, just want to try and bring people together.
Cling on to what you thought would happen in the 90s. You might.
Yeah, and music is so powerful. And I guess the person I'm into now, currently, not the Green Day aren't still, they are prolific. They're still putting out, I've been re-listening to American Idiot recently because it's such a favourite. And it does stand up, I think it all stands up. I've not listened to like the 12 albums they've put out since then, all of them, but like they're still going, and they've got the same message. I think they're still like always standing for inclusivity and like be different, be weird, be yourself, and that's a great message forever. But I love Jack White as well. I think as to people really laud guitarists and guitar players, but quite a lot of them have passed away. So it's really nice to idolise someone who's still alive. Yeah, the ongoing state of the world is a big influence to the songwriting process, and not just the songwriting process, but the songs that get chosen that we do end up sort of doing as a band. The drummer writes, our guitar player writes, both our guitar players write, the bass player has written songs. They've all got names. But this is about me. No, watch the rest of the interview. That's a massive joke. We all write, so it's also what sort of we all end up being able to bring something to and add something to, and that we think fits with what people would connect with at the moment. And it's weird that it's not like that goes into it in a really calculated sort of way, because if that was true we'd probably be writing like dance pop songs.
Yeah. You're not chasing the views or anything.
We're not chasing that, but we try and do something that definitely connects with us, and then if it connects with all of us, it feels like we can put it in. And we've got softer songs, we've got harder songs. I'd call us as a band quite genre fluid. And I mean, for me personally, songwriting is I've been working on the guitar for the last couple of years, but I'd still say I probably know about 25 chords, which is probably like 3 too many. Also just the drums, I think just finding like a drum beat to write to is a good way that is a way that I find good to find a melody without being too led by, because I can't actually play the guitar that well. I'd be a rhythm player definitely. I can't do the fancy stuff. But I can feel a bit restricted by what I know. So just going to like a drum kit, we've got a music room set up at home, and just going to the drum kit and just sort of finding pattern and sort of just feeling what comes from that, and that is really freeing. My friend who she's just finished like a songwriting course, and I've asked her a couple of things, and basically the answer is there's no wrong way to write a song. Like anything you can use to get those creative juices flowing, anything you can use as jumping off point. She said she's called Phoebe White. She's a great musician, Phoebe and the Queen. She said she wrote a song using dice. Dice, assign a chord to each side, roll the dice.
Wolfie mentioned that you did a song for We Shall Overcome.
Yes.
Yes. So I'd love to, like when you're actually writing about a specific project. Obviously, this project must mean it's close to your heart, because I'm very aware of We Shall Overcome. I don't know if you've heard of Pauline Town.
Yeah, we know Pauline well. We have thankfully put it was 600 and then another couple of hundreds, and I think we're nearly up to another 100. So we've put nearly £1,000 in her hand in the last 12 months from one of our singles, Bring Me Fire. That is one of the ones that is George's. He brought that in. So his process for that, he always says he sits with his old guitar, his old blue electric, unplugged, and he tends to write on that. Bring Me Fire's in a different tuning. He tuned his guitar wrong, but I don't know what the tuning is. I think he accidentally tuned the top one to C and then tuned everything off that. But it might not be C. This is what I mean. Still learning. So it's in a different it's not in a normal tuning, and he wrote it on that, and he said that finding that different tuning as well, just by complete accident as well, really, he wrote like 25 songs. That's just incredible. From like finding that different tuning. So it's crazy what can open those doors. If you ever feel like you're stuck or even struggling to get started. We've done some memorably awful gigs, like awful as in to like 7 people, and there's going to be someone out there that's like, in that old Yorkshire Monty Python sketch, you're lucky we didn't even have 7 people, we had 4. Like, you should count. I get it, you should count yourself lucky, but it's hard, it's hard when you've gone to a new place and you're doing a ticketed gig and you've paid for the room and you've brought 4 of you. Memorable in terms of really good. I mean, we've done a really special one this year. I mean, it's all, we go and play, we do lots of charity stuff, we do lots of non-paid like fundraising things like Glastonbury, which is always for like the hospice in Bury. And We Shall Overcome, like you mentioned, Pauline, and we released that single, and all the money from that's going to help the homeless. So they're all really memorable because it feels great to do something good. Like we did a gig for Acorn, the community union, to celebrate their Boot Out the Bailiffs campaign when they successfully got Manchester City Council to stop using bailiffs to claim back council tax. So it feels really good to do things like that. Those are memorable because it's just doing something really positive at the same time. It feels really impactful, and they feel memorable. This year we played Stainsby Festival. We headlined on their Saturday night, and there is a great festival. They've been running for many years, and they've now bought the land that they own the festival on. I think when we first went, they'd been doing it nearly 50 years, so it's been running a long time. I might be wrong. But they have this lovely circle of trees at the festival, and they always do a different ceremony each year. And this year it was about the flame of Hiroshima, and about this story of someone who sort of saw their family wiped out and lit a candle from the wreckage. Saw it. They were out in the city for whatever reason. Saw it happen. Went back, lit a candle, took it back to their grandparents, which was further away, and put it in a family shrine. And this flame has been kept alive since then. And this story is told about, anti-nuclear war. And another festival that we love that we didn't do this year because they were taking a break, but they're reviving it next year in a new location. Same place as Freaks in the Field with Hannah Cole and the New Age Collective. Fantastic group of people putting on grassroots events in sort of the south, going up to Birmingham. So they're going to hold next year's there, and it's Tribal Gatherings, which is like a joining of the anti-fracking community and the mushrooms gathering community, the mushroom foraging community.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, as you can imagine, those two people coming together to to go to a festival. It is a private festival, so you do have to get an invite, but they're going to be back next year, and those are really memorable ones because they're things that are really community building, and like you said, impactful, and that feels the best. People should keep, if you can find us online, that'd be great. It's Mora and the Fabulous Wonderfuls. We're on all of the platforms. All the platforms. Even TikTok. I say that's a new one, but the fact that we know about it means there's 3 others that are still underground and too cool. But we'll find them. Too late, we'll find them. We put Hot Property out in May. We released the album, so that's out there. It's on Bandcamp. It's on all the streaming sites as well. And we're doing our own gig at Night and Day in November. It's Wednesday the 19th. It's the day after my birthday. So
happy birthday then,
happy birthday. And we're doing it with 2 other amazing female-led bands from Manchester, Sia Raw and Naomi Kalu. And it's going to be a fantastic night. It's all original music, female-led. It's going to be fiery. It's going to be feisty. All of us performing. They're pretty entertaining. Very, very entertaining. And I try and do my. So come and check us all out. It's going to be power of 3. For everyone who's come out to see us this year since we put out Hot Property, to everyone who streamed it, found it on Bandcamp, come and found us in person. Thank you so much. It has meant so much. We've had such warm welcomes everywhere we've gone, even when it's not been sunny. And it's been beautiful. So please keep following us, tell people about us, share stuff, like stuff. It's totally cringe to have to ask, but it just really helps. That's what people want to see, and it helps more people find us. And it's really, there's a lot, everyone's fighting for attention, so if you think we're worth some, all your support goes a long way, and we are really grateful. We're going back into the studio at the end of this year, so there'll be some more music coming out, but for now Hot Property is still out there, so keep the fires burning.
After your money, after your home, leaving the fragile to fend on their own. Looking for answers